The other point I wanted to make before I move off this slide is that the other thing about recruitment and retention, so not only do you have to have a good offering to people in the market now around work from home, around salary, around all these things to make it compelling for that person to want to work for that particular company. The other thing we are finding that's critical now in decision making around recruitment is being fast and being agile. Employers that want to dither, employers that want to have 2-3 interview processes and long drawn out recruitment processes will absolutely perish in this particular environment. And it really is a case of throwing caution to the wind. I think employers now need to be more prepared to make decisions on recruitment with less information and less comfort. In the past, when you're at 6-7% unemployment, sure, take your time. Come back to candidates, sit on the hammock in day 7 and review your seat candidates as they're coming in, call them another 5 days later and book some interviews. That time frame just doesn't cut it these days. We in the work we do for our clients, we literally will post most times on Mondays. We're reviewing candidates Tuesdays, setting up phone interviews on Tuesdays, moving to interviews Wednesdays, Thursdays, decision within 72, 96 hours. That's that quick from application to decision. Because again, you can just about bank on in any half competitive occupation, that candidate is not just waiting around for your response. Well, I think if you do those things quickly, you can still do them. Yeah. But I think there's only so many things you can do in such a short space of time. So you've got to decide, well, what's important, what isn't. Now, sure, if you're going to pay above the market, you can be a little bit more, okay, I can take a little bit more time. I know that my role is more attractive than the other role that the candidates are going for. That's fair enough. But I think when you start getting into the middle of the market, which most people are in the middle of the market when you're recruiting, then really what distinguishes you from another role is agility and speed. If you are not paying more, if your working from home arrangements are comparable or similar, then okay, well, why are they going to choose employer A over employer B? And sometimes it can just be as simple as speed and decision making. Oh, absolutely. And employers who think that, the person's just sitting on the phone, waiting around for the phone to ring. They're not waiting around for the phone to ring. They've got multiple roles going at once, and employers just have to understand that. I mean, I see some employers get offended by that. They get offended that someone is looking for another role at the same time they're employing for that role. Well, no, it's not 1985. It's get with the times. So that's what we've got. So, well, that's very consistent with what we are seeing, and we have some managers who, and this just kills me when they do this. They go, a client says, okay, can you run this ad for me? I'm going on leave. I'll be back in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, we just say, just don't bother. Don't start the campaign. If you're not going to be available promptly and quickly. And then they say, or the other one we get from clients sometimes is they say, oh, well, I've got other things to do. Okay, well, so this is not a priority for you, is it? Well, if you're not a priority for the candidate, well, the candidate will make someone else their priority. That's ultimately the way that these things work. And I think the other thing as well, inevitably with lower unemployment also comes lower expectations. So I think that what people have to be prepared to hire now is less than what it was a year ago or less than what it was 2 years ago. I think you have to be prepared to accept less and train and supervise more, because some clients, I think you just got to focus on, well, what is the minimum criteria that we need for this person to commence this role? What's the minimum criteria? And I think these days you've got to focus on minimum criteria rather than ideal criteria, because if you're paying at the middle of the market, well, that's where you are. You're at the average of the market. If you're paying the top of the market, you can expect, more. It's, you can't have champagne tastes and a lemonade budget. It's as simple as that. So does your business currently have a HR or workplace relations issue.
Are you unsure how to work through compliance issues but still achieve a good business outcome?
Why not take advantage of On Demand HR's free 30-minute online consultation with an experienced HR consultant?
At the end of the consultation, we also provide you with a strategic action plan to resolve your current issues.
To see the types of matters we can help with and to schedule your consultation, please visit ondemandhr.com.au/advice.
We look forward to delivering certainty, confidence, and clarity for your business in your HR and workplace relations affairs.